So from my young age itself, I always dreamed of using an iPhone. It is seen as something that cannot be acquired, just like Rolls Royce. But finally, I have the iPhone 13 Pro. This is my hands-on first impressions of the iPhone 13 Pro. Let's straight away jump into the most satisfying part, which is the unboxing part. So we get this most eco-friendly box in which we have the Type-C to Lightning cable, some booklets, and the iPhone itself. That's what we have in the box. Let's straight away jump into the design part of this video. Now to the phone itself. First time when I picked it up, it is a solid build. It is made up of stainless steel in the rims and the back is matte. And just look at the setup. I would keep on looking at it for hours. That's how beautiful it is. It looks way more beautiful than the images, but the one thing that I found to be funny is the camera module. It might look good in the iPhone 13 Pro Max, but in this it looks very odd. Because of its small body, this huge camera setup seems too much. But it's fine because of the images it produces, which I will come to it in a minute. Talking of the overview, we get a power button at the right. At the bottom we get a lightning port, microphone and speakers. At the left we get the beautiful alert slider and volume control. One thing that I noticed is the volume control is not a whole single button, whereas it is two different buttons for volume up and volume down, which I found different coming from the OnePlus Nord. Coming to the front, we have the time tested notch, which I will come to in a minute. At the back it looks beautiful with that gorgeous color, which admires me to achieve something useful in this life.
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it holds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure. It makes me wanna dribble dribble. You know, riding in my Fiat, you really have to see it. 6'2" in a compact, no slack. But luckily the seats go back. I got a knack to relax in my mind. I'm sipping some red wine.
Now coming to the display. It has a beautiful 6.1 inch Super XDR OLED display. As you guys know, it ticks all the boxes such as HDR, Dolby Vision, True Tone, etc. It also comes with ProMotion, which is Apple way of saying adaptive 120Hz, which means it can go all the way up to 120Hz as well as all the way up to 10Hz to save your battery life. It does that very great because it saves a lot of battery life, which I will be talking about in a minute. Now it's time to mark the notch. Yes, just look at the difference between a 2018 OnePlus 6 and 2022 flagship iPhone 13 Pro. Please remove this notch. But I have to also give kudos to Apple for removing 20% of that notch from the previous generation. Applause for that. Now to my favorite part, the camera. I don't know whether it's because I came all the way from OnePlus Nord, but the picture it takes are pure awesome. Talking of the camera specs, it comes with 3 cameras in the back, which are a 12 megapixel wide with f1.5, 12 megapixel ultra wide with f1.8 and a 120 degree field of view. And it also has a 12 megapixel telephoto with f2.8. Nothing special with the hardware, but software is where Apple nailed it with their computational power. It was really fun taking photos with different modes, like the latest photography styles. Many people misunderstood the photography styles as filter, but they are not actually. Different photography styles affect the warmth, contrast and brightness. We'll be covering more in depth in the review. The selfies are really great too. Here are some samples of my dumb face. The details and the sharpness are decent, not flagship level. The 10 aspect range it covers is also beautiful. Also, I gotta talk about the ProRAW, which allows you to take raw pictures, giving you more flexibility in the post. Now let's talk about the video. Guess what? The whole A-roll has been shot on the iPhone 13 Pro, as well as the previous review of the MacBook Air was fully shot on this iPhone 13 Pro. The overall video quality out of it is pretty awesome. There is also many fun-filled and awesome features like cinematic mode. This feature really impressed me. Yeah, still the edge-to-edge detection is not perfect as a mirrorless camera. Obviously, it is a first generation cinematic mode. We expect a better result from the further generations, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I gotta talk about the night videos. As you guys know, the whole intro of the MacBook Air review was shot on the iPhone 13 Pro, which is fully shot on a dark background. The iPhone could capture detailed video out of it. I'm quite impressed by the result of how well it manages the true black, which is mind-blowing. It is shot on a mini 1.9 macro millimeter sensor. Also, I want to say about the ProRes, which Apple priced about a lot. I haven't tried it for just one reason. a 1 minute of 4K ProRes, a whooping 6 to 8 GB. Yes, heard me right. It is 6 to 8 GB for 1 minute. That's a lot, but still I will be trying it out for the review because that's my duty being a YouTuber. One more feature that I really like is the audio zoom. This less talked feature on YouTube. It allows you to focus audio capture in the front action while creating progressive surrounding sounds along with the video zoom, which works surprisingly awesome. The stability is also great, and thanks to the sensor shift technology being used in the sensors itself. It is being powered by the A15 Bionic chipset, which is the most powerful chipset on planet Earth, period. It has 6-core CPU where it contains 4 efficiency cores and 2 high performance cores, and it also has 5-core GPU and 16-core neural engine. And talking about the performance, I played few games. As far as I can say, it was a surreal experience. What will be also surreal is giving us up to this channel, because most of you guys are not subscribed yet, and I will be testing out about this gaming performance more in depth in the review, so it's right time to give it a sub. iPhone 13 Pro comes with a 3095 mAh battery, but wait, that does not show the real picture, because A15 Bionic chipset is super efficient processor, which makes this iPhone to run a whole day without any problem. We'll be covering more about this battery life in my review. I gotta talk about the iOS, as it is my first time using it. It's really a straightforward experience with iOS. It comes with iOS 15. We'll be making a separate video on iOS pretty soon. Okay, so I used Touch ID. This is my first time using a Face ID. It works like charm in all situations without any problem. There are some other features like MagSafe which I haven't tried out yet, but still I tried out wireless charging in our car and it works. It comes with Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5. Yeah, now Bluetooth 5.2 sadly. The microphone quality is pretty good and the speakers are phenomenal. Overall, it's a pretty positive experience with this iPhone 13 Pro till now. Wait for my review for a full breakdown of pros and cons of this, but I can say one thing, that if you buy this, you won't get disappointed. Thanks all of you guys for your awesome and kind support, and peace out.